Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about happiness in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused to deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. To set positive change for us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Chris Radekonde Oluchimi Jaffa. Savannah News TV. When we make our leading witness, watching Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.
Yes, good morning from here. It's exactly 7:45 a.m. Toronto time. And I'm sure it's around 1:45 in Nigeria. To all my viewers across the globe, I say welcome to a new month, 1st of March 2022. By God's grace, we will be marching into our success in Jesus' mighty name. I won't say that this morning we are going as usual for the paper review of today, 1st of March 2022. And with this, now we're going to start with the Punch newspaper as usual. On the front page of the Punch newspaper, federal government to airlift 2,000 Nigerians. Evacuation begins on Wednesday. We are all aware that our brothers and sisters are trapped in Ukraine between the war with Russia. And unfortunately, we don't have a national carrier. As you all know, our Nigerian Airways has gone oblivion. But right now, Buhari has approved funding for some airlines, Air Peace, Max Air, and other airlines, private airlines, have been engaged for the evacuation of our fellow countrymen and women who are trapped in the war between Ukraine and Russia. Still on the Punch newspaper, we have this again. No cult in Dowen College, says house parents. See that, you remember the Dowen saga, Dowen College? But now they are saying there is no cult in Dowen College, says house parents. Remember the issue of Sylvester, the late Sylvester, that died, a student of that school, where the parents were accusing that that he was beaten by some students who are alleged to be cultists. But the report, the autopsy report for the boy did not say he was beaten to death. So now the school is coming out through the house parents that there is no cultism, there is no cult in Dowen College. Still on the Punch newspaper, terrorists abduct 8 farmers, yet to reach out. Let us see the full story there. Some suspected terrorists on Sunday evening invaded Maduachi village in Igbabi local government area of Kaduna State and kidnapped no fewer than 8 persons, mostly peasant farmers. Maduachi village near Birinyero is said to be a terrorist den. When you know that that place is a terrorist den, I don't know what our security agencies are doing. They are there in Abuja jollificating. Why not move into action and comb that area that is known as a terrorist den? Comb the bushes, comb the hamlets, combs everywhere, and make sure that the bad eggs are being sniffed out from that area. Since they know that it's a terrorism den and nothing has been done. Imagine in National Daily reporting that in Kaduna there, and we have security agencies, we have the police, we have the JSS, we have the army. Why can't they just go there, move in there, and clear that place? Explosion rocks Kaduna building. 80 football fans escape death. Oh my God. There was confusion on Sunday night as a device suspected to be an improvised explosive device exploded in a building at Kabbalah West, a suburb of Kaduna along Nnamdi Azikiwe Western Bypass in Kaduna South local government area of the state. It was gathered that the explosion occurred around 9:45 p.m. on Sunday night, but news surrounding the explosion was sketchy. The State Police Public Relations Officer Muhammad Juluge confirmed the incident, adding that there was no casualty. According to the police spokesman, preliminary investigation showed that there was no occupants in the building at the time of the explosion. Thank God for that. This again is coming from Ibadan. Traditional home. The Olubadan in council has said anyone aspiring to be installed as the Baale or Magaji in Ibadan land will henceforth undergo compulsory integrity test. That is another new law. This one again is coming from the eastern part of Nigeria. Okada riders defy Ugwanye's ban, threatening protest. Some commercial tricycle, popularly known as keke and motorcycle riders in Enugu South local government area of Enugu State, have defied the state government ban on their operation. The state governor Ifeanyi Ugwanye had on Friday, after a emergency meeting with the 5 local government areas in Enugu State Senatorial Zone, signed an executive order banning operation of commercial motorcycle and tipper lorries in Ukanu East, Ukanu West, and Enugu South local government area. The ban, however, attracted criticism from some stakeholders, including the spiritual director Adoration Ministry, Enugu, Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka. Well, the government must have their reason for banning Okada riders and tricycle. Remember also, Okada too they were banned in Abuja FCT. Okada too were banned in Lagos because most of the crime committed or being perpetrated by these motorcyclists. They use the motorcyclists, these Okada motorcycles as an escape route whenever a crime is being committed. We still remember the Urome bank robbery. The armed robbers escaped with Okada when they could not move out of the ancient city of Urome. So Okada has been a tool in the hand of criminals because they can maneuver it through any lonely road, a road that is not motorable. They can use it to navigate themselves out of justice, escaping justice. But well, let's say it unfolds. But the governor still remains the chief security officer of the state, and he has signed an executive order which I think cannot be undone, cannot be undone by any protest or any Okada group of people. Still in the Punch newspaper, Nigerians may be conscripted to fight in Russia-Ukraine war. This is coming from ex-ambassador Amedu Oke. I don't know which Nigeria want to go and fight a war now, where there is even war in Nigeria. There is war in Nigeria. It's not until they start carrying rocket before you know there's war in Nigeria. So, which Nigeria will now go and carry? Is it our own military now that will go and start fighting in Ukraine when they could not fight Boko Haram, they could not fight bandits, they could not fight kidnappers, they could not fight Ipswa? Is it our own military now that will now be boarding planes to go to Ukraine to go and fight? No, we say no to that. There is no other put it. There is no justification for that, because our house too is on fire. Your house cannot be on fire and you think you go and quench another person's fire in their own homes. No. So I disagree with ex-ambassador Amedu Oke on that issue, that Nigeria may be conscripted to fight in Russia-Ukraine war. I don't think so, and I don't agree with him on that aspect. I won't say that. Still on the Punch newspaper, on the Punch newspaper now, this is so laughable. Courts gives Abba Kyari go ahead to treat diabetics. Justice Inyang Ekwo of Federal High Court Abuja on Monday turned down the bail application filed by the detained former commander of the Intelligence Response Team, Force Intelligence Bureau of Nigerian Police Force, Deputy Commissioner of Police Abba Kyari. Kyari is in the custody of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency over an alleged involvement in illicit drug business. Delivering judgment in the bail application, which was moved by his counsel, Cynthia Ikena, the judge said the application has been overtaken by the order of the court given on February 22nd, which permits NDLA to detain Kyari for another 14 days. Justice Ekwo declined to grant the bail application. He said the only order I will make now is an order allowing the applicant access to any medical personnel of his choice. That is a good judgment. We all know that NDLA went to court to seek extension of detention of Abba Kyari, the disgraced Abba Kyari, the disgraced Super Court, and now he's filing a motion in court that he should be granted bail, but the judge turned it down. This is the same man that will keep suspects in his own custody as the commander of IRS for months, for years, disobeying court orders. Now he wants court to give order to NDLA to release him. You see that our God is not sleeping. If you are being wicked, it's just for a short while. Nemesis will catch up with you. That is exactly what is happening to Abba Kyari today. Abba Kyari has killed innocent people. Abba Kyari has ruined innocent lives. This is a man that is given the responsibility of protecting the lives and properties of the citizens of Nigeria. It's a big disgrace. He should cover his face in shame. What he has done is enough for him to commit suicide. There is not anything as disgraceful as this in life. If you watch how he was honored by National Assembly, how he was honored by other organizations, that he was able to play his hanky panky with, deceiving the public that he is a super cult, To us in Savannah News, we are branding him as a super thief. He's a super thief. He's a super thief. If you see what if we have all his dossier, if you get the dossier of all he has done, you will never allow him to be out in the public. He kills innocent people. He kills criminal because he wants to get their properties. He will go and kill them and take over their properties. But meanwhile, criminals that can play their games with him, he let them go. He played along with them and collected money from them and let them go. People are saying it was an arrangee, whatever, this issue of a NDLA drug saga. I laugh. I want to ask you, which one is more grievous between the hush puppy inducement that he collected money from hush puppy and with this cocaine saga? The cocaine saga is more disgraceful. The cocaine saga is more open, is more disgraceful. It's what he can never deny. He was still denying the issue of hush puppy, and a lot of people are still sketchy about it, whether it's true or not. But this drug saga is very open. That shows that this man is a criminal. So those of you saying it was an arrangee for him not to go to America to be prosecuted, that was the reason why they brought up this. I just laugh at your naiveness. I mean, you are being naive, thinking that way. You are being naive. The drug issue globally is the worst crime you can ever commit. Drug. Go and check it out. You can rob a bank, it's okay. But the drug issue, the penalty is so grievous. Because drug has an extended realm in the economy of the world. So forget that issue. Purge your mind of issue that maybe it was an arrangee something. There's nothing like arrangee, nothing. Nemesis caught up with him, and it has been business as usual for all of them, both the NDLA officers in the airport and Abba Kyari and his team. This is not the first time. You remember one of his the ASP, they call him Too Much Money. That is the most deadly in that group. He's the one that kills at will. And ASP, an Igbo man, is the one that kills at will. He's in the custody today. He's singing like a parrot. By the time NDLA brings out all their findings, you'll be shocked of the crimes these people have committed. They have killed a lot of innocent people. We can't wait to see when Abba Kyari and his co-criminals will be paraded the way he used to parade his own suspects. Can you see how God works? Well, from Abba Kyari's story, let's move on right now. Still on the Punch newspaper. Ikpeazu to pay 2 million naira each for murdered cattle traders. Following the killing of 9 persons at the cattle market, the Abia government on Monday sent a delegation to console with the families of the deceased in Gombe State. 7 of the victims who were killed by hoodlums were said to be indigenes of Gombe State. According to the acting president, Cattle Dealers Association of Nigeria, Yahuza Yusuf, no government from the south part of the country has shown sympathy to the body like Abia State Governor Okezie Ikpeazu. Actually, I'm against the issue of killing our own fellow Nigerians. Not all Fulanis are killing Nigerians. Not all of them are bandits. Not all of them are wicked. Some of them are just naive. Some of them are just innocent, doing their normal trading. So the issue of killing each other is not it. But when you identify bandits, you identify cattle rustlers, you identify terrorists, yes, it can be an eye for an eye, but not for any citizen that is going on his or her own lawful business. We on Savannah News, we condemn that totally. We condemn that totally. From From the Punch now, we now move to the Tribune of today, 1st of March. Evacuation Minister walk out on students. Education Minister walks out of students. NANS protest nationwide. Lockdown federal secretariats, gives federal government 24 hours to end strike. That is coming from NANS. NANS and the Education Minister, they are loggerhead. Still on the Tribune, government shoot first-class Ekiti monarch in attempt kidnap. That is Inyata of Ayekwe, or in Ekiti State, Ekiti Ayekwe. The Kabiyesi narrowly escaped being kidnapped. He escaped with gun wounds. But thank God, you can see how our security has declined to. Even our Kabiyesis, our Obas are not safe. Then what I want to talk about the poor masses, about the masses in Nigeria. If an Oba can be waylaid to be kidnapped, thank God for the man, the Kabiyesi, that he escaped. If you go to my wall, you will see the full story of my war and the picture of the Kabiyesi lying down in the hospital bed with gun wounds. Still on the Tribune, Constitution amendment. Independent candidate must obtain 20% signatures of registered votes nationwide. Governors, deputy governor to lose seats for cross-carpeting. This is another story now. Independent candidates must obtain 20% signatures of registered voters nationwide. How possible is that? 20% nationwide to be an independent candidate. I don't know the real meaning of their amendment in that constitution. Maybe by the time it's out, we will go into it fully. Russian-Ukraine war. Evacuation of stranded Nigerians begins tomorrow. Nigerian embassy received 204 in Bucharest. Parent of Nigerian student in Ukraine protests in Russian embassy. Russia faces financial meltdown as sanctions hit its economy. Putin should be put in place. Fuel scarcity worsen. Petrol sells for between 180 to 300 per liter nationwide. Oh my God. Between 185 and 300 naira per liter in a country with minimum wage of less than 20,000 naira. Oh God. I sympathize with my people in Nigeria, the masses in Nigeria. It's sad. Still on the Tribune, Fashola calls for review of Apapa port congestion agreements. You can get that story in the Tribune newspaper. Court orders CBN to release NNPC's 182 billion debt to Akwa Ibom communities. You can get that too in the Tribune. Zenith Bank record double-digit growth in PBT. That is in page 7 of the Daily Tribune of today's Tribune. Still in today's Tribune, we have NNPC gives OIC's condition for divestment from Nigeria. That is coming from NNPC. You get that from the page 6 of the Tribune. Still on the Tribune, in page 7, reps grills ministry officials over massive loss of revenue orders. The Public Account Committee of the House of Representatives on Monday grilled Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment Otunbani Adebayo along with heads of its parastatals and top officials of the ministry on several queries from the Office of the Auditor General of the Federation on issues ranging from issuance of capital allowances to several companies without proper documentation to back them up. You get the full stories on page 7 of the Tribune. Still on the Tribune, Nigeria recorded over 250,000 cases, 3,000 deaths in 2 years. That is coming from National Council of Disease Control, from Nigerian Center for Disease Control, sorry. They said they recorded 3,000 deaths in 2 years, 250,000 cases of disease. Governors oppose move to alter Electricity Act. You can get that full story too on the Tribune of today, 1st of March 2022. From the Tribune now, we move straight on to this day newspaper. U.S. cuts off Russia's central bank from dollar transaction. Resilient Zenith Bank beats market expectation with double-digit growth in gross earnings in 2021. INEC publishes notice of election for 2023. IPAC tax electoral body parties on adherence to Electoral Act. Action Aid, new law will enable women youth participate in politics. You can get those full story on this day newspaper of Tuesday, 1st March 2022. Still on Tuesday, Buhari vows to make NNPC world's biggest, most capitalized oil company in Africa. Where is he waking up from? Buhari is vowing to make NNPC world's biggest, most capitalized oil company in Africa. Will this corruption happen in that industry? I doubt. This is just talking for nothing. And also we have this from still this day, alleged 5 billion naira fraud. Investors beg court not to release Farms's MD CEO on bail. Let's get to that story. The aggrieved association of Farms's investors yesterday appealed to the judge of Federal High Court Abuja, Justice Inyang Eko, not to grant bail to the managing director, chief executive officer of Farms Interbase Limited, Mrs. Miriam Suleiman. Why are women always in controversy? Our thinking was that women would do better, but when we start seeing the like of Desiane, the like of former minister of water resources during Jonathan, what's her name now, or Chapa, we start seeing Odua. We start seeing these women, engage in high level corruption. We begin to wonder where is the integrity of womanhood? It's like they are even worse than their male counterparts in office. They are worse than them. I don't know if you check all what is happening in women in position in Nigeria, they are all just they're just disgraceful. Are they being abated by men, or they are doing it wholeheartedly? Because we used to see women as a velvet people of velvet mind. But what you are seeing now, we are seeing them as even more criminal than men. I don't understand. I don't understand. Whenever I see stories like this, it bothers me. And they will be coming to say they want to be in position. The little position given to you as women, you went there and you disgrace yourselves. It's disheartening. Very, very disheartening. Gentlemen and ladies, I think at this junction we come to the end of today's paper review, and still on Savannah News Television, we are with our Nigerians brothers and sisters who are trapped in Ukraine, and also our African brothers who are trapped in Ukraine and who are already, and some of them who are already out of Ukraine in Poland and other neighboring countries. We wish you safe protection, and we wish you safe journey back to your country home. And I know it's a big setback to some of our brothers and sisters who are into business in Ukraine, who are schooling in Ukraine. I know it's a big setback. I think and I hope Nigerian government should have a program of relief for those people coming that are going to evacuate back to Nigeria. It's not issue of evacuating alone. It's issue of having program for them, having palliative for them, having a soft landing for them. Because these are people that just hurriedly left their various homes without nothing in Ukraine. You are bringing them down to Nigeria. Please kindly provide shelter, provide amenities, provide where they will put their heads, provide soft landing for them. Other countries are doing that. Don't just go and evacuate them and dump them in Nigeria and forget about them. No, we are going to monitor events. There should be program for them. There should be activities to rehabilitate them back into the system fully. These people are living, most of them they could not access their bank account, they could not access their money, they could not access their properties as they left in the war zone of Ukraine. So Nigeria should provide amenities to suit them as human, to have a program. As a matter of fact, they should have a committee in place now to welcome them and to integrate them back into the system as they are landing on the soil of Nigeria. That is our own advice from Savannah News Television. And we will continue to monitor events as it's unfolding on our returnees, on our brothers and sisters that have been evacuated back to Nigeria. Because I know, like the country in Canada where I am, we are even fighting that if some Nigerians can find their way from Poland, from wherever here to Canada, we are arranging with Canadian government to expand their gesture to African countries too, who are stranded in Ukraine and in neighboring countries. Because Canadian government have put in place of a measure program of bringing in Ukrainians into this country, and I know when they come to this country they'll be given the best of care, just the way they give to the what they give to the Afghanistans. But we are even using this million to beg the Canadian government that should, in case any Nigerians are found, any Africans are found to where they are evacuating or these misplaced people from Ukraine, please kindly extend the gesture, evacuate them, evacuate the Africans, evacuate the Nigerians. Because I can assure you, if they go back to Nigeria, it's like from frying pan to fire. So we are using this medium to beg the Canadian government, please. From Savannah News Television, we are using this to beg you. From JAF Care Foundation, we are using this medium to beg the Canadian government. Consider our African brothers too who are stranded in Ukraine. Kindly extend your gesture to them. The gesture you are extending to the Ukrainians, please extend it to our African brothers, especially to Nigerians who are there. Please evacuate them here so that they can have peace. Because I know Nigerians say they're going to evacuate them, but I can assure you it's from frying pan to fire. I know the country I'm talking about. Nigeria will just bring them there now and abandon them. Nigerian too is even they have their own serious trouble of terrorist attack, of banditry, of ritual killings, of all manner of things. So please, we are using this medium to appeal to other nations that are evacuating people. Don't abandon our African brothers and sisters, especially our Nigerians people. Don't abandon them. Evacuate them to your country. I'm sure your country is more safe than going back to Nigeria. I know what I'm talking about. They are going back to Nigeria to face kidnapping. They are going back to Nigeria to face terrorist attack. They are going back to Nigeria to face banditry. Please, Canadian government, US government, UK government, if you are evacuating people from neighboring countries from the war-torn zone of Ukraine, please consider our African brothers, especially our Nigerian folks. Please, we beg you for the fact that we are all in the same United Nation. We are begging you from here. Please, taking them back to Nigeria is from frying pan to fire. It's from frying pan to fire. I can attest to that, and a lot of people can attest to that. Please, they are all stranded there. Our Nigerian brothers and sisters, our African brothers and sisters, they are all stranded. If you are coming to pick anybody to your country, I'm saying this to the Canadian government, I'm saying this to the American government, I'm saying this to the UK government. Please consider our Nigerian folks. They are also human beings like you. Please, we are all the same human being. Nigeria is not even a nice place to be now. I know what I'm saying. Nigerian insecurity is even as worse as that of what is happening in Ukraine. It's only that they are not throwing missiles. But the insecurity there is worse as that of Ukraine. So any Nigerian stranded, we are appealing to the Canadian government, appealing to the US government, appealing to the UK government, appealing to the France government. Please, kindly evacuate these people to your place, to your various countries for real, genuine integration. Thank you very much. I wish all our stranded people the best, and I know with this call that all these countries, they will heed to our call from Savannah News Television as they have been heeding to our calls in the past. I remain Comrade Olujimi Adekanle Joka from Savannah News Television, the President, Jaff Care Foundation Worldwide. Good morning from here. Yeah, sorry for that lapses. We're just trying to get across to my people, and I'm sure calls are coming in from a lot of people across the world on what I just said now. But I know now the Canadian government are listening and they will act accordingly. The US government are listening and they will act accordingly. The UK government are listening, they will act accordingly. Please kindly do your evacuation, cut across board. They are all in the same problem. The Ukrainians, the Nigerians, the Africans, they are all caught in the same web. So don't say you are going to carry one and leave one. I'm referring to the Canadian government, I'm referring to the US government, I'm referring to the UK government. Please kindly evacuate our brothers and sisters, irrespective of colors, to your country. They will be willing to be integrated into your system. Good morning.
Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about our place in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused to deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. To set positive change to us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Adekanle Olujimi Jaffa. Savannah News TV. I'm a living witness. Keep watching Savannah. Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.